We are beginning another cycle of Torah readings, Parashat Bereishit, beginning of the Torah. So much here. So I'll focus on just a couple of verses from this week's parasha. The first human being, Adam, was placed in the Garden of Eden, according to the second creation narrative. He was told that he can eat all of the fruit, all the trees, except Yezadat Tovara, from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, Motocham Mimenu. Do not eat of it. Ki biyom ha'chocha mimenu motamut. At the time you eat it, you will die. And this, the Torah says, was a commandment, Vayitzav. The first creation story has no commandments. The created beings, the man and woman of chapter 1, are not commanded beings, but the Adam of the second creation story, Vayitzav. Vayitzav Hashem Elokim al ha'adam le'mar. God commanded Adam. Interesting, the Torah uses the expression al ha'adam. Typically, it's Vayitzav el, to command to. But in this particular verse, Vayitzav al. And there's a difference between Vayitzav el and Vayitzav al. The difference, I believe, is the following. The commandments in the Torah essentially are contractual. At Sinai, God says to Moshe, this is what I have to offer the people. Speak to them. See if they'll accept it. The people said, Na'aseh, we will do. Na'aseh v'nishma. So fundamentally, we enter into a covenant consensually. That's not true of the first commandment. That's Vayitzav al Hashem. Hashem Elokim al ha'adam. There's no questioning whether Adam accepts or doesn't accept the command. It's placed upon him. It's Vayitzav al. This is a commanded being. One command. Not eat this particular fruit of this particular tree. And the snake, who's present in the second creation story, speaks to the woman. I heard you can't eat any of the fruit, says the snake. Oh no, we can have the fruit. It's just that one Tocha God, the one in the midst of the garden. So we can't eat it lest we die. The woman was not commanded, but she knows what to command. Perhaps that's why the snake approaches the woman. Maybe she's more likely to violate the command, having not herself been commanded. In any event, we know the story. After the snake speaks to the Isha, suddenly the fruit appears very tempting and delicious, and is able to impart wisdom. She eats of it. She gives Adam, he eats of it. And after they eat of it, they realize they are naked, and they hide b'toch eitz hagad, in the midst of the trees. Now the Torah says that they heard, Vayishma'u, Kol Hashem Elokim mitalech bagan u'ruach hayom. They heard the sound, God walking in the garden, u'ruach hayom, perhaps towards the end of the day, and they hide. Vayitchabei Adam v'yishto. Adam and his wife hide before God amongst the trees. Vayikra Hashem Elokim el Adam. Hashem Elokim cries out to Adam, Vayom lo ayeka, where are you? You're reading the Torah, you wonder what that sounded like. Is the ayeka a call of a divine being searching for his beloved creation? The creation he creates and places in the garden and gives him all kinds of privileges. Yes, some responsibility as well. Is he longing for Adam? Ayeka, where are you? I don't see you, my beloved friend. Or is Ayeka a plaintive cry? Where are you? What happened to you? It's hard to know. In any event, Adam says, I heard your voice, and I realized I was naked, so I hid. Who told you that you're naked? Did you eat of that fruit I commanded you not to eat of? So here was the opportunity for Adam. He could have said, I did do that, I disobeyed your command, no excuse. I stand before you guilty as charged. That's not what he says. He says something very different. The woman you placed by my side. He shifts the blame to her. In a certain sense, he shifts the blame to God. It's the woman, the one you placed by my side, so you're responsible, she's responsible, everybody but me. So that was perhaps the primal sin. It's not just the seeing and the taking and the eating. It's denying responsibility, shifting the blame, not taking responsibility. But perhaps there's another element, which is the hiding. The hiding has to do with pretending to be something that you are not. Presenting to the outside, disguising yourself, as it were. One might say that Adam is already in exile. The moment you hide, you're in exile. Because the true self does not emerge. There's a double problem. One is the lack of taking responsibility, failure to confess. And the other, of course, is the very hiding itself. The not being authentic, the not being honest, the not being who we actually are, the best of who we are. So we're starting a new year after Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is a day of confessions. And we are trying to clarify what went wrong and correct those mistakes. But we're also thinking about that first failure to confess, which is together with the hiding. And we are hoping that we'll be able to connect to our authentic selves, to be our authentic selves in this world, to be in a place where we will speak the truth and feel we can speak the truth. I think our responsibility is to create spaces where people can speak the truth, don't have to hide, can speak honestly and openly. That's the way one exits from the exile of hiding, the exile of not being who you can be. So a year of blessings, let's hope we can be who we can be and we should be. Shabbat. Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.